Was it criminal what they were doing to people?
Was criminal. Yeah.
A lot of people were murdered by people who were hearing Voice of God weapons. Those people running those operations are the murderers. That's murder.
Yeah. There's somebody who got away with murder. Rest with this is unknown.
Look out for Charlie.
Let people know this is not normal.
Alright, it is January 26th, 2024, and a lot of people have been emailing and asking me about this. Ugh. I am going to show you what's up, and I believe it was Awaken Video, the original uploader, showed that there are actually separate audio tracks in the Leave the World Behind movie that is affiliated with Obama, I guess. They start putting out a lot of information. Now, I commend them for coming forward with this information. They probably won't see this, probably won't hear about it. This is going to be heavily suppressed. If they do see this, I would like the original file sent to me, because I do not want to download a movie torrent onto any of my hard drives. No. But if I could get the audio files, that would be awesome. The straight audio files. But I did record them from their examples, and I want to get into this. Like I said, I commend them for exposing this, showing it, but as far as the rest of the information, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to show you what it's all about. Funniest part about it is they've got Kevin Bacon playing Look Out for Charlie in this movie. So this guy's doing the Hollywood overdone version. Let's check it out real quick.
Now, we came out here because my son needs help. He's vomiting.
He lost his teeth. They just fell out. Can't explain it.
Huh. His teeth, huh? Well, it's gotta have something to do with that noise.
You know something about the noise?
Well, it's not all that dissimilar to what happened in Cuba a while back. Microwave weapons, they call it, produces a kind of radiation that can be beamed out through sound. Some people lost their teeth there, too. Outside of that, the only thing I know for sure is there's not a lot of information getting out, so I assume it's a war.
One thing that I can say now, before, I've been working with music and sound my whole life, but now I can say that I've been working with ELF and all this shit for a long fucking time. And a lot of it isn't what it seems. A lot of it is what it seems. Let's get right into it, and I'll show you. This is one of the first clips, and it's all together. So you have the infrasound, and you have the other sound with it. There's more than just the infrasound, and that's what it's all about, is more than just the infrasound. See, there's a reason why people get tinnitus before they begin to hear things. Because for the people who say they don't have tinnitus, you can have a tinnitus in your ear that you can't hear, believe it or not. That can be ELF or ultrasound that is ringing and buzzing your ears. It creates harmonics. It all creates harmonics. And what that does is it causes a specific type of noise bed, similar to white or pink noise, for these reverberations to be louder. These transduced waves, because it's not just a microwave beam like Kevin Bacon said. It's a field, and the way it's working is it can be turned up in an area and used as an actual audio weapon, where people may hear an airplane or troops, or you have people that just hear the hum because this is rumbling all the time. Alright, so what you have to look at is you have to look at it spectrally. Now, what do we have here? We've got a lot going on. Let me move this over a little bit. Boom. So you've got, let's go around 8,000 hertz or 8 kilohertz. That's perfect for what I'm looking for. Let's isolate it. I'm just going to copy that to a new file. Let's actually turn it up. Okay, so here we are. This is a higher frequency with the infrasound, and conveniently and coincidentally, It sounds exactly like the type tinnitus sounds that people get that sound like a broken fax machine or jingle bells or whatever. Let's check it out. Now, I've done nothing to this. This is the original. This is not unlike, in fact, it's just like signals that I have pulled out of rooms before. Just a bare room recording audio. So you have to remember that as we move along. Now, when you look at this spectrally, you can see the big tinnitus style chunk there. And then these other frequencies moving up, all moving up, right? Like a airplane taking off. And then you have all these different frequencies. These look just like what I pick up in ambient sound. And coincidentally, not so coincidentally, these are voices. It's all voices. And they are messages that they are hiding within the audio. And I'm going to prove it to you. Now, hearing the audio without the picture is way better, because you can just focus on the audio and what is happening. There's no distraction. When you listen to the audio, and this has not been adjusted at all I did was boost it up, level it out, you are going to hear whispering. And it's in there. You can hear it the first time it was played. I can't believe that no one has actually realized this. But check it out. It's right there. And there's a lot of this stuff in there. But when it is adjusted to pull out what you are supposed to be picking up and jiving on, it's very clear what's going on. Now, this is the same clip. It's just been adjusted. And I'm going to show you what's up. You should be listening to this on real speakers, something that pushes, that has a woofer and a tweeter, and even a mid-range if it's an older speaker. Good headphones or earbuds. Don't listen to this on your phone. Don't listen to this on some crap computer speaker and then tell me that you can't hear it or that you hear something different. I'm listening on studio monitors, and I've listened to it many, many times. So here we go. We are going to start, and here's what it sounds like. So there's whispering there. But when you get to the part where the whispering was in the actual file, where you could really hear it, check this out. It's a voice, and it says, "There's nobody coming." Now I'm going to loop that for a minute, and then when you hear the next one, this is a mind blower. So let's move on to the next one. Right after that, this is when the girl in black is walking out of the forest. Did you catch that? A voice in there says, "But this is an emergency," and it's a female voice. Let me play it for you again. It's hidden in the rest of the sound like brown noise or pink noise. But this is an emergency. It is very, very clear. If you can't hear it, you're not listening to it on the right device. That's a different version. I'll play that. So it says, "There's nobody coming," and then it says, "But this is an emergency," right after that. There's a method to the madness when they use this type of audio. And by the way, this can be tracked back years and years. Maybe not separate tracks, but they were using this stuff in Saving Private Ryan. I have found this all through Saving Private Ryan. There's another one. let's get to the even better stuff. Now, this is part of the clip where they're in the living room in this movie. I'm going to play it for you real quick, the original untouched.
We have to.
So you have the tinnitus frequencies again. Let's isolate those. And again, it sounds just like the type of tinnitus that people get when they're being affected by this type of technology, when it's actually in the air and transducing. This one is very important. It's two people in a room, male and female, maybe husband and wife. I haven't watched the whole movie, don't want to, but that's what it appears to be, husband and wife. Now listen to the sound kick in. Okay, did you catch the first one? It's very easy to hear. It's right here. It says, we're going to separate you. It's a female voice that says, we're going to separate you. We're going to separate you. Now, if you're listening to this on something with mid-range, it is very, very easy to hear. ELF, when they are combined along with high frequencies, even without high frequencies, create harmonics, and it creates frequencies that are higher. And when you have this bed of noise, it creates a bed for this. And then a voice comes in right after that. Go back to this one. Don't you believe in it? Now, here's an important part. Right before it ends, the sound ends. Check this out. It sounds like it says, now you're leaving the world, which actually makes sense because the movie is called Leave the World Behind. Let me go to another version real quick. Here's a different version. It's leaving. Leaving is stretched out. And the world is hidden within that. Now I can show you another version of this real quick. This is with the deeper voice. Here we go. So leaving the world. It's very, very interesting, right? That's what's going on. There are a lot of hidden messages within this, and there are even more that I'm not getting to. I'm only getting to a few here. Now let's go back to another version of We're Gonna Separate You, and then the voice after that. We're gonna separate you. Now, what's interesting is this voice that comes in here. Don't you believe in it? Whatever it's saying here is the same voice that says leaving. Now let's go back to leaving. So that's what's going on here. This is basically a voice of God system within the audio of the movie. It's strange, but it's true. That's what this is. That's what's going on. Now watch. You know, this will be a big waste of time because none of these people will hear about it. None of these people will hear this evidence and realize what's going on, and it will go under the radar. But I'm putting it out there to put it out there because that's what it is. I'll do a part 2 and a part 3 to this, but I would really like to have those audio files raw, where I'm not recording them, and have my own copy. And that's it for now. Look out for Charlie.